Hi, today we're going to learn how to use iPhoto. So the first thing I would like you to do is you can launch iPhoto and you can see that I have a bunch of images that are already in my library here. Some of them are from the internet, some of them I've uploaded. And what you're going to do today is you are going to open up Safari and you're going to pick a topic of your choice and search for 10 images in that category, as long as it's an appropriate category. So here I'm looking for cats, and I'm going to click on images, and I can see that when I open one of these, it's actually a very small picture. Okay, so the full-size image is very, very small. And when finding images on the internet, I am going to require that you find images that are larger than 4 megapixels. Okay, this means that when we modify them in Photoshop, they don't lose their quality. So here's the image, and if I click on it to see the actual size, I can see that it's very, very big. Okay, now the reason we're using Safari is because Safari gives us the option, if we hold Control and click on a photo, we can add it directly to the iPhoto library. Okay, so you're going to find 10 images and add them to the iPhoto library. Then, when you open up iPhoto, what you're going to do is create a new album. And this will be whatever topic you chose. So if it's cats, using our naming convention that we're going to be using all year, I would like you to use your last name. So Soretta _ cats. I click create. It's now created that empty library. So if I go to my photos, I can then drag the photos into that folder. Okay, so there are a couple of the photos. You're going to have 10. Now, iPhoto is a very nice way to organize your photos, and it's a nice way to do basic modifications on photos. So if I double click on this photo, right away I can do things like edit the photo. So I can do things like crop it if I want to. Okay, so I can apply that, and I've cropped the photo. I can add built-in effects, sepia, there's the original, antique, boost the color, okay? Or I can even adjust it manually, so if I want to adjust the exposure, I can do some of that stuff right away. Okay? And then when I'm done, just click done. Now once you have your 10 photos in your album, the way you are going to save this so that you can hand it in, and so that you can hand in any of your slideshows that you will be creating this semester, is select the photos in your album. And first of all, you're going to set up the slideshow. If I click on this little play button at the bottom, it begins to play a preview of this album. Okay, so I can choose different themes, but what I'm going to suggest you use is just the classic. You can select some music. So there is pre-built music that you can use, or you can use stuff from your iTunes library. I'll just use something basic here. There's a preview of it. I don't really want to listen to it right now. And then with my settings, I can play each slide for a minimum of time, or I can fit it to the music. I'm just going to do something very basic here and have each slide play for a minimum of 4 seconds. I can change the way the transitions occur. So I can have them random, cube, droplet. I'm just going to have them dissolve. And I don't want to show the title at the beginning. So I can click play and it previews this slideshow that I've just created with each of the photos playing for 3 seconds. Okay, when I'm done, I'm just going to hit escape and it's ready to go. It will keep those settings. Now all I need to do is go to File, Export, and I want to export a slideshow. I don't want to send it automatically to iTunes, and I'm probably going to export this as a large. Okay, and you can see what formats it's available for if I export it as a large. So it will actually export it as whatever my folder is called. So it will export it as Soretta_cats, and it will be an M4V file or something along those lines. That is the file that you will then hand in. So if I click export, it asks me where I want to export it to. I click the desktop and I click OK, and the export process begins. So for today, please find 10 files, 10 photos on a topic of your choice, as long as it's appropriate. Save them into your iPhoto library. Again, remember to use Safari. Then set up your slideshow. Create a brand new folder with your last name followed by an underscore followed by your topic. Add your 10 photos to there. Set up your slideshow. Go to File, Export, and then hand that in. And you can see here it is showing up on my desktop.